A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Mrs. R. Deepa, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Commerce, Arulmigu Palaniyandavar Arts College for Women, Palani. Today, we are going to see about introduction to visual basics and what are all the operators involved in the visual basic. Now we are going to see about what is mean by visual basic. Visual basic is a high level programming language and visual basic is a front end language. Visual basic is derived from the world version of disk operating system, that is mean by DOS version called basic. Next, basic stands for beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. The visual basic is relevant to simple English language and different software companies produce different versions of basic such as Microsoft QBasic, Quick Basic, etc. Visual Basic is also called as event driven programming language. Next, we have to see about divergence from the old basic. We are comparatively seen by old version of basic and new version of visual basic. In old version of basic, programming is done only through the text based environment, but in visual basic we are done through the graphical environment. This is major divergence from old basic to new visual basic. Next, text based procedure is to design the interface, but in visual basic design the interface by dragging and resizing the object as well as changing their colors just like any Windows based programs. Next, examples of events are events like entering the text into a text box and selecting an item from list box, combo box, etc. These are the example of event. Next, visual basic environment. In visual basic environment, they mainly consist of menu bar, toolbar, form window, project explorer, properties window. These are the visual basic environment. First of all, we are going to see a menu bar. In menu bar, they contain menus like file, and the file menu contains some of the submenus like file, new, open, save, save as, print. Likewise, the file menu contains some of the submenus. Next, edit, view, window, help menu, and specific commands such as project, format, or debug menus. Next, environment is toolbar. It consists of mostly used commands like buttons. If we clicked an action represented by the button is carried out. Next, toolbox. In toolbox, it contains a collection of tools that are needed to design a project in the form layout window. Next, form designer. In the form designer window, we have to design as the user need. Next, properties window. Whatever information we need to change in the form layout window, we can only change through the properties window. These properties are characteristics like such size. We can change the text size, text color, form background color, form color. We can change the colors or such properties through the properties window. Next, visual basic environment. The next environment is project explorer window. In the project explorer window, they display the what are the current projects are ongoing. We can search what the project is going through the project explorer window. In form layout window, it is the small window. The form layout window is a small screen. It is used to reposition the form of the application. Next, code editor window. In the code editor window, what the user designed in the form, they can give the code in the code editor window. Next, What are the controllers available in the standard exe project is first pointer, picture box, label box, text box, frame, command button, checkbox. The most used controls like command button and text box. Next, option button, combo box, list box. It is used to display the what are the items displayed in the list. Next, horizontal scroll bar, vertical scroll bar, timer. Next, directory list box, drive list box, shapes like rectangle, circle, square, line, image box, picture box, connectivities like DAO connectivity and ADOC connectivity. Next, object linking embedded programs. These are all the standard exe project available for the controls. Using these controls, whatever the information or whatever the event we need user needed for the program, they can derive from the controls. Next, this is the sample program and simple program for the beginners for using the Visual Basic. This program is used to display the arithmetic operations using simple text box. In that form designer window, we have to place the label for the programming name and next two label box and two text box and one command button. Command button is used to display the result for the program. Next, it is equal to it is used to display the sum of the values. We can add two values by using this simple command button. Next, operators. Operators is nothing but operators is used to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. The major two operators are the mainly unary operator and binary operator. Unary operator consists of only either positive value or negative value. Example, plus 10 or minus 10. Binary operator consists of two operands, that is operands like addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication and division operator. And there are classification of operators such as arithmetic operator, relational operator and logical operator. Arithmetic operator consists of addition, subtraction, division, integer division, multiply, exponent, remainder, string. These are the operators involved in the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator symbol is plus. 5 plus 5 equal to 10. Likewise, all the operators contain the operators descriptions and example and result of the every operator. Next, comparison operator or relational operator. Comparison operator used to compare the two operand and they produce a result like true or false. The relational operators such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. We need two operators for combine each other. For example, A greater than B. For example, value 10 greater than 8. Yes, the result will be true. Then they display the result like true. Less than 10, for example 10 less than 8. It is not a true statement. Then the result will be false. Likewise, they need two operands to combine the relational operator and then they will produce the result like either true or false. Next, logical operator. Logical operator, they also need two operand to compare. Logical operators are and or not. And operator, it will be combine two operand. When the two operands are true, then the result will be true. Otherwise, the result will be false. Or operator, if any one condition is true, then the result will be true. Or means if the result is true, the answer will be false. If the result is false, then the answer will be true. It is opposite to and operator. First example of this is called and or not operator. These are the types of operators. Thank you, students.